Are you a climber that regularly suffers from finger injuries? In this video, we're going to cover a few contributing factors to regular finger injuries and how to stop them or prevent them happening in future. Conditioning. A lot of finger injuries happen because the level of effort that we're putting into holding on to a hold exceeds the level of conditioning that our hands have. The most common version that we see of this is changing between hand positions. If you consistently train half crimp and all you do is climb in half crimp, eventually you're going to come up against a handhold that requires you to full crimp or requires you to open hand. Your hand's not as conditioned to these positions, and it also doesn't understand how to apply them as well. So this opens up a huge door to finger injury. Projecting. A lot of people we see in the gym work up through all the grades of the new set before they get to their project. This can lead you to being tired before you even get to your projecting, opening the door to finger injuries. What we suggest is coming up with a warm-up that is suitable for you so that you do it every time you come into the gym and you know when you're warm. As soon as you're warm, jump on your projects, jump on your limit bouldering, and then come back and do the slightly easier grades as you get a little bit more tired after your projecting session. Have a wide variety of different projects that you have, not only in wall angles, but in the hold types and climbing styles. If you're doing dynamic moves to crimps and then you change to another climb that has dynamic moves to crimps, it's going to be very challenging for your fingers and very fatiguing. Work on controlling your finish position better. If you're constantly doing moves and reaching for a hold, falling back onto that hold, not only do you rely on that hold to be good for you to be able to stop yourself falling off the wall, but you also have a lot of shock loading coming onto your fingers. Work on that finish position. Drills like 3-second lock-off, so being able to pause with your hand over that hold for 3 seconds before you grab it, really improve your ability to be strong there. If you are strong there, the hold can be much worse, but it also reduces the finger injury risk. A great way to look at reducing finger injuries, a system that we've been using for a while now, is to train 3 different hand positions. So half crimp, 4-finger open hand, and full crimp position, and spend time accumulating time under tension in these positions. 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off times 6, so that's a minute, minute on, minute off, looking at 4 rounds in each hand position. If you want to include this into your warm-up, maybe do 1 round of each hand position just to wake everything up. So what we're going to do, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off in half crimp. We'll do that 6 times, have a minute rest, and repeat. Keeping our feet on the ground, we're just looking to increase time under tension and understanding of quality hand position here. Once you've done 4 rounds of that, we're then going to move on to full crimp. For full crimp, what I suggest doing here is making sure that your fingers stay nice and neutral, they don't deviate off to the side or splay apart too much. We're going to come to a position where you can wrap your thumb over on a decent size edge, probably about 18 mils in size is good. Wrapping your thumb over and then taking your thumb off. We want to spend the time loading the connective tissue of the fingers and getting them used to these really steep knuckle angle positions. Again, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off, 6 rounds, minute rest, rinse and repeat 4 times. The last position is open-handed drag 4 fingers. Keeping all 4 fingers on, go as open as you can be on a decent sized edge and just holding that position, having a nice relaxed neutral position through the wrists, engaged through the elbows and the shoulders, holding that position for 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off, 6 rounds, so that's a minute on, minute off, and then repeating that 4 times.